The final letter in the ADKAR acronym of change management is R for reinforcement. We had a client once who put in an entirely new CRM. They spent a lot of money making sure people knew about it, implementing it, getting everyone trained, going live, only to find out a few months later that no one really used it. They were not held accountable. It trickled by the wayside, and a couple years after that, they did the whole thing over again with a brand new system. There are three aspects I think can help with reinforcement. First is, to the extent possible, don't make it optional. Automate whatever it is you want to do, or kind of standardize that workflow in an automated system so people are guided on the path. There's no alternative. There's no other way to do things. If you want them to, they have to get their work done. They have to follow the process that you've set up. And along with automation, if you could automatically measure things in line, that would be great. I worked at Intel. They wanted a certain number of wafers to be measured versus volume, right? So 1 in 100 wafers got measured for defects specifically, or measurements around their quality. And you couldn't even pass that particular lot of wafers on to the next step unless you ran it through the detection or metrology tool. So it was automated. The second thing is to talk about it. Sometimes it's hard to do inline monitoring or make things, the path be specific automatically or required. But if a manager can talk to their report about the process, about the thing that they asked them to do, often every week in their one-on-ones, until it feels old hat, talk about it, find out what their problems might be, where it's challenging, anything that they might need help with. Just keep talking about it. It doesn't have to be a real big conversation, and it doesn't have to be an edict. It is a conversation. And if the person knows it's going to come up every week, they're more likely to do the thing. And the last idea would be, bring the group together. Everybody who's expected to use the new system or do the new process or use the new equipment or whatever it is you're trying to get them to do, bring them all together every once in a while, maybe once a month, to talk about their experiences, best practices they've found, help each other with challenges. And as they kind of get used to going to each other, they don't go to the manager as much, and they're all doing things in a standard way. So again, automate and measure as much as you can, talk about it, and bring people together who are doing the same thing. There's my tips for reinforcement. Good luck.